You're listening to Art of the Unknown, the podcast about traveling inwards, outwards, and onwards. Hello, and welcome to episode number 1. I'm your host, Sarah Cruz. So in this episode, I just kind of want to go over what the podcast is, where it came from, and ultimately where I hope to go with it. So as the title may suggest, this is a podcast about stepping out into the unknown, not just physically, but also spiritually and mentally. I'm going to be using this podcast as a way to document my own journey into the unknown by sharing my experiences in terms of travel and personal growth. So a little background about myself. I am 26 years old from Dana Point, California, and have a BA in philosophy and sociology from UCSB. The first time I left the country was back in 2011. And since then, I've been backpacking in Western Europe, South America. I studied and lived in Thailand, and I also did a road trip from California to the East Coast and back. So as of right now, I have a one-way ticket and a job that I can do from anywhere. So at this point in my life, I think it's time to give that whole digital nomad lifestyle thing a shot and not just travel, but this time around, I want to travel more so with a purpose. I'm honestly not the most prepared for this trip. Originally, this trip was only supposed to be for 2 months, but one thing kind of led to another. And as of right now, I'm just going to be going with the flow and just kind of seeing what happens. So for this podcast, I'm going to be talking about being in a state of the unknown abstractly, but I'm also going to be talking about it as I try to find my way through it, because I am currently living in a state of uncertainty right now on so many different aspects and levels of my life. Overall, this podcast is a way for me to document my own personal journey into the unknown. I'm going to be releasing new episodes once a week, so I hope you stay tuned, peeps. Ciao.